How to manually upload CE credits and certificates into CE Zoom when they were not offered through CE Zoom. I'd recommend that you take a picture of your CE certificate or have it scanned in before starting this process. From your dashboard, scroll down to Manual Uploads and click Upload CEs. The first field is asking which license or licenses you want to allocate the CE to. If you have multiple license and/or permits, click the little arrow to expand your selections. You will most likely always want to select all. The CE hours you are inputting will only be applied to the licenses and/or permits that are selected in this field. These next few steps are super important for your CEs to track correctly. If you enter the information wrong, your state may not accept your CE, so make sure you utilize the little question mark icon in the upper right of your screen. When you click the little question mark icon, it will give you field descriptions under every field entry to help you understand what is required for each entry. If you are entering CE hours from a multi-day conference, like my example, you'll want to input each course separately so your tracker can calculate your compliance correctly. Course category is the first most important field. Pick all course categories that best describe the course that you attended. For every course category you choose, make sure the course you attended can be completely described by that course category alone. For example, if you took a course on oral cancer, you would select oral pathology. If you attended a course on infection control that would satisfy your state's infection control guidelines, then select the appropriate infection control category. If you took a course that only talks about infection control with the type of equipment the course is educating you on, or infection control was just mentioned in your course for a brief second, do not select infection control, for your course will not satisfy the infection control requirements set by the CDC. In my example, we are inputting my first course I attended, so I will be picking infection control as my course category. Again, you will not want to select course categories that apply to all the CE courses you attended during your multi-day conference. Only pick the course categories that describe the single course you are inputting. The second most important field is the provider affiliation. This again, you can select all that apply. Choose the organization or organizations that approve the course you attended. If the presenter of your course is an affiliated provider with one or more organizations, it will be listed on your certificate. In my example here, you can see that mine was approved by the ADA and the AGD. If you do not have any provider affiliations, then select none. About 15 states require all courses to be presented by an affiliated approved provider. If you are licensed in a state that requires approved providers and you take a course that was not approved by an organization that your state recognizes, you can always submit the course to the board for approval. Until the course has board approval, our system won't count the CEs towards your license renewal requirements. Once you have board approval, then you can choose your state board approved as a provider affiliation, and the CEs will track and deduct from your total CEs required for your license renewal. For my example, this conference was both ADA CERT and AGD PACE provider approved, so I am going to pick both of those affiliations. Earn date. This is the date you attended the CE course you are inputting. If you are entering a course that was part of a multi-day conference, you will pick the date associated with the single course you are entering. We do not have the option to select a multi-date range. If you attended a single course that continues for 2 or more days, you will want to make an entry for each day you attended that course. CE credits. Input the number of CE credits earned for the course you are inputting. Again, if you attended a single day course that continued over a period of 2 or more days and was only giving one certificate that listed the total CE hours you earned over the 2+ days, you will want to make a course record entry for each day, allocating the amount of CEs earned each day. If you attended for 6 hours the first day, then you would put 6 CE credits. Many states have a daily limitation of 8 CE credits allowed per day. So if you make a single entry for your multi-day course, any CE you inputted over the 8 earned could be disregarded and not counted towards your renewal requirements. credits. For my first course of infection control, I earned 3 credit hours. Educational method, you have 2 options, live or self-study. Educational type, if you choose live as your educational method above, you'll have 3 choices, lecture, discussion, or clinical participation. Please note, in order to choose clinical participation, 30% or more of your course's instructional hours has to involve active manipulation of dental materials or devices, treatment of patient, or other opportunities to practice skills or techniques under the direct supervision of a qualified instructor. If you chose self-study, you will have 5 options to choose from to describe the type of self-study you attended. Please note, each self-study educational type is listed twice. The first of the 2 states there was a testing mechanism to evaluate your level of comprehension. The latter does not include any sort of testing mechanism, so you choose the appropriate. In my example, we were live and it was lecture. Title. Input the exact title of the CE course you attended. Again, only enter 1 course at a time. If this is a course that continued over multiple days, input the course title and add Day 1, Day 2, or Part 1, Part 2. Presenter. Input the name or names of the presenters and include their credentials. Attachment. This is where you will upload your certificate. Click Select File and select the picture or file of your certificate. Make sure you upload the correct certificate for the correct course. If you are inputting a course that is listed on a certificate with multiple courses, please attach that certificate to each course you inputted. You will always want to attach a certificate to show proof of attendance for each course. Finally, click Save. Your CEs will be stored and tracked against your individual state's rules and regulations, and ready to be submitted to your state by email, PDF, or you can print and email them into your state. If you should ever lose your original certificate, you can always print it from CE Zoom should you need to. If you notice your course did not deduct from your total required CEs, then most likely your state does not accept those course types, or you could have entered something wrong. If you feel there is an error, please email us, and we always recommend reading through your state's rules and regulations.